Hey there YouTube, it's Miss T back at you. I had a request for someone asked me to show them how I blinged out my brush. You guys have to excuse my mess, I got stuff everywhere. So I'm just going to show you guys how I bling out my nail brushes. I'm hoping this lighting is good because it's not doing too good for me. Maybe let me see if I turn this off, can we see better? I don't know, but I'm hoping that you guys can see what's going on. So I'm gonna start off. I'm using the E6000. I've already started with the brush. I started out here using my SS20s, and then I'm using my SS16s. It's very simple to bling the brush out. I'm just gonna put a little. Let me clean off the tip here. This is the package that I have bought. See, this is the package I got, the E6000. And it came with these little, where are they? These little tips here that you could put on the tip of the glue so you don't get that much coming out. So I'm just putting the glue on. I've already started the brush and I'm just finishing up. I'm just gonna put a little bit of a line around here. And I'm using my tweezers to pick up my stones with. And I'm just gonna set them in. Pushing them down, making sure they're sticking pretty good. Sometimes I put too much glue, but it's okay, doesn't bother me. It squishes out a little bit because that means they're sticking in there good. This glue is really good. I did a few brushes and I have not lost any stones on it. I know you can, after you finish getting all of your stones on there, if you want to, you could go ahead and put some gel polish on your stones and kind of, you know, protect them a little bit, keep them from falling out. I haven't had that problem with this glue, so I haven't had to do that. So this is just a process that I do. And then usually when I get closer to the tip, I'll go down to smaller sizes like the SS12s or the 10s. But maybe these 16s will work really good. And they'll be okay for me to use today. And they're not the Swarovski ones. They're just, I don't want to waste my Swarovski ones putting them on my brush. And for some of you guys, if this is your first time blinging out your brush, I would recommend that you cover your bristles so you don't get any glue on there. I've done it so many times that I don't really cover it because I'm just lazy like that right now. But yeah, this is all I'm doing is just setting each stone. It's very time consuming, but it's worth it when you're done. As you guys can see, I'm running out of these ones here. Gonna have to probably get another pack open. You guys are loud. So this is all I'm doing. It's just like I said, setting the stones in, pushing them down, making sure they're not overlapping each other so they don't fall out. You can put the glue on as thick as you want, but with this glue you don't need a lot. But sometimes it's hard for me not to get a lot, or sometimes I do. But I know you guys, there's a lot of videos out that, you know, a lot of people that are blinging out their brushes, but it was a request. Someone had asked me, can I do a video on how to do it? But let me tell you guys what I did before I started to put my stones on. I took some 240 grit sandpaper and I kind of just buffed it a little bit. Just tried to buff off the shine on the brush. And if you don't have sandpaper, you know, sometimes I'll use my buffing block and I'll buff it off with the buffing block. It works just as good as sandpaper because you're just really trying to buff off the shine. You're not trying to buff it down really take all the paint off. You're just trying to buff off the shininess on there. So that's pretty much what I did to mine. And if I run out of these stones, I'm just going to use my smaller ones because I'm getting closer to the end of it anyway. So yeah guys, this is just how I do it. I like this one. This one's coming out really pretty. I love it. This is my Alpha brush. My Alpha, I think it's a size 12. This is one of the ones I haven't done. I have quite a bit of brushes that I have not blinged out, because I will be blinging out brushes all day, because I always buy brushes when they're on sale. And these are just some stones that I got off of AliExpress. And they come in, I think it's a pack of 14.40. I think they were about $4 or $5. They might have not even been that much. They might have been cheaper than that. It might have been $2 or $3. I just can't remember. I think it went by the size that you had gotten. And when you're putting your stones on, try to get them as close as you can. Sometimes I go in between afterwards. After it dries, I'll go back and pop some smaller ones in. But so far I like it, so I don't think I'm going to have to do that this time. You have to have a lot of patience with doing this and a lot of time. You can start it and go ahead and do a quarter of the brush, or you know how many ever lines you want to do, and come back to it later. Because you can just pop the top on your glue. Well, usually that glue, I just usually take the tip off and clean it out, and then go ahead and continue on. But yeah, this is just how it's done. If you guys want to watch me do the whole thing, that'll be fine. If not, I'm gonna have to continue later. But I'm almost done with the brush anyway. So I'm trying to work a little bit fast so this video is not long. But I've been kind of working on it. It usually takes me about an hour. If I'm not doing anything in between. If I'm busy and I have other things to do in between, it probably take me about 2 hours to bling out one brush. And it depends on how fast I'm working. Today, everything is working out for me today. My tweezers are doing good. You guys, if you get a little glue on your tweezers, just leave it, because right now it's helping me pick up my stones because it's sticking to it. But if you find that it's sticking too much, you can go ahead and clean it off. But it's helping me out with picking them up, so I don't have to open up my tweezers and do it. So yeah, this is what the results are going to be. Great. But guys, I want to see how you guys are doing and what are you guys going to do for your Thanksgiving. All the good food and fun with the family. This Thanksgiving, I'll be staying home, cooking for my family, hanging out with the kids. And that's pretty much it for me this year. Maybe a little bit of internet shopping. Maybe, maybe not. Not too sure. And yes, my voice is sounding weird because I have gum in my mouth. But I'm always sounding weird. It's nothing new. Just me being me. But I am so happy you guys have came to watch my video and joined me. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you're enjoying this little tutorial on how to bling out your brush, I am going to be doing another video soon. I've been practicing on a design for my nail. I've only did it once. It came out okay, but I think I'm going to need more practice with it. This is the nail that I had just done with acrylic, with the reds, the whites, and some gold glitter. I think I did okay for the first time. I don't like the way the red acrylic bleeds onto the white when you're filing it. That's one thing I didn't like, that the white was not as bright white as I think it should have been. But I think it came out pretty good. I think for my first try, it came out pretty good. I'm just gonna get some more stones because I'm like running low on those ones, and I think I'm gonna go, since I'm getting closer to the tip, I'm gonna go with some smaller ones. I'm gonna go with those 10s. I'm, I'm gonna have to open up a package of those other ones. These ones are a little bit different, but it's okay. Different sparkle. It's kind of a gold sparkly on those ones, but I like a little different stuff on mine. So I'm just gonna go with the smaller ones now because I'm getting closer to the end. And it's not as round. Well, not as round, but it's not as big on the tip as it is. If you want to, you could bling out a little bit more here. I just didn't do that this time. I just kind of, because I wasn't too sure if I was going to get like some acrylic and do like a little bit of an acrylic design. So yeah, this is pretty much how this goes. You can use your rhinestone picker if you have one of those, but I find that sometimes the tweezers are easier for me to use because sometimes those rhinestone pickers, they don't pick up as well, and I really don't like to spend a lot of time playing around with that. And if you hear any humming noise in the background, that is my heater. I have a heater by my desk and it's on right now. So if you could get 2 stones, pick up 2 stones at a time, which sometimes I do. And see, we're getting closer to the tip. This one's almost done. So this one is gonna have like 2 different color bling blings because I used the ones with the silver back. Then on the tip I used the one with the gold back. Not that you can really tell the difference, but I'm sure someone could. Almost there. I just didn't want to do a video of doing it from the beginning because of the simple fact is that we would have been here forever. So I just went ahead and showing you guys the video of kind of finishing up. But yeah, make sure you do kind of lightly sand the brush and sand off some of that, get some of that shine down so your stones can stick even better. This glue is really good. I got it from, if I'm correct, I got it from Walmart. I'm sure everybody sells it, Kmart and probably Hobby Lobby and those different kind of places. But I just picked mine up one day when I was at Walmart. So I'm getting closer to the tip and I'm going to keep on going all the way to the top. Trying to make sure they're not overlapping so they do not come off. If you want to, you could put 1 big stone on top, which I might go ahead and do that. Make sure you're pressing them down into the glue so that they stay in really good. Almost. But like I said, when you're done, if you need to, you could go ahead and put some gel polish around it. I usually don't because gel polish is really not cheap to purchase. So I don't do that. I'm just going to put more up here so I can get this whole little section done. Maybe I'll put a big stone on top. Maybe I will not. Depends on how these ones go on. Because if they go on pretty cool and not give me a problem, I will be good. And they're fitting pretty good right here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So I'm not going to need a big one on the tip. This one's kind of overlapping. I don't like that, so I'm going to move this one up on the top of here. Sometimes you have to play with them to make them go where you want, get it to look the way you want it to look. Oh, sorry, I was out of frame. I'm sorry about that, but guys, this is finished product. This is the brush I blinged out. I like it better. I like it that I started off with the big ones here. See, there's a space there, so I can find a smaller stone to put there. Let me see what I can find really quick. I have so many. So I have these really, really tiny, tiny, tiny ones. So if you don't like the spaces, if you don't want to see the brush, you could go ahead and pull out like these really tiny ones, and you can just put a little bit of glue here. And you can pop one of these little bitty baby ones in there. See, they're really tiny. I don't even think you can see it. I don't think you can even see that stone, but it'll kind of cover up what you want it to cover. So, yep, I kind of did what I wanted to do. So, there it is, guys. My blinged out brush. I don't know if I'm going to do something down here. I was thinking about taking like a little acrylic glitter one and do it or something around there. Maybe I will just pop some more of these big stones down here. Just right around here. Then I'll have 2 layers of the big stones. So I'm just going to pop some bigger ones here. So I'm going to pop some of these ones out. Take my tweezers and pop these ones on. Right in between there. There you go. Kind of gives it more of a finishing look. There. Come on, come on, come on, come on. A couple more. And there it is. It's more finished now. There you go, guys. All I have to do is just let this dry, which means I can set it in my brush holder now. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my page. And I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye.